Dear friends, welcome to this 10th edition of our episodes. I would wish to thank all of you who have already subscribed and the ardent followers of our episodes. Thank you for sparing your precious time to follow these conversations. I will, as usual, urge you to invite your friends that may not have subscribed yet to do so, and also those followers that have not yet subscribed to do the same, so that you can always get the latest episodes. And those that may have missed any of our previous conversations can also check on our channel by clicking that subscription button to get them. Today, we are continuing with our Ndolo prison story, and we shall share our quest for justice from the Congolese government as we, faced a very tough moment in a prison. Like we said last time, in 2017, many Ugandans and other prisoners, Congolese prisoners that were charged with belonging to the ADF, were transported to Beni for trial. So we remained a handful of Ugandans in Ndolo. I and my colleagues were 5, and we had, in a total, we were about 10 that remained behind. So we felt this void in our life because we had never been informed what offense we had committed. We had no idea whether we would ever be taken to court. We were absolutely in the dark about how long we were supposed to stay in jail. And this was about 4 years into our prison journey. So we felt like someone that has been ordered to run in the pitch to make laps, but was not told how many laps the person was supposed to make or the time that was supposed to be spent on the pitch running. So timelessness really exercises the mind. Those that have been in prison before will know that, once you know that you are serving a definite time frame, then you condition your mind towards that end state. But being in jail for a long time without knowing when it will ever end or how it will end can really be a very, very, brutal torture. And that's precisely what we're going through. So because of this, we sat, I and my colleagues, and decided to write a letter to the Minister of Justice, the Congolese Minister of Justice, called Alexis Tambwe Mwamba, asking about our plight. So in the letter, we, laid out a chronology of how events had evolved, how we were arrested, the efforts we had made to get information pertaining our case, both in DRC and Uganda, because in 2016 we had written to his office inquiring about our case, why we were being imprisoned without being told what offense we had committed. Our comrades back in Uganda had made efforts, both in parliament and asking the Congolese embassy to furnish them with information about our case. Now, the Congolese were saying, ask your government. They know why you are in jail. The Ugandan government made a statement in parliament to say that they had nothing to do with our case, and it was a matter that was entirely between us and the Congolese government. So in our letter, we asked the minister to tell us what issues we had with the Congolese government, why we were not being taken to court, why we had not been at least informed of the offense that we were supposed to be charged with, and if the government, the Congolese government and the Ugandan government felt that we had committed any offense in Uganda, why we were not being repatriated to Uganda to face trial. And we concluded by pointing out that what had happened to us was a great travesty of justice, and asked for a number of things to be done. The first was that if they could not try us, or if they could not repatriate us in case we had any case to answer in Uganda, then they should release us. And if they also could not afford to release us, then we asked them to kill us, so that then we can die and go to our Creator and be forever free. So when I was writing this letter, a colleague of mine, a friend in prison, checked on me and saw what I was writing. And he laughed it off and said, "Oh, you man, you think this thing will go anywhere? You are just deluding yourself. These Congolese, they will even not, receive it." So after drafting it, I handed it to my lawyers, who typed it and brought it for our signing. All of us, the 5, signed it. And as protocol would demand, they took it to the director of Ndolo Military Prison, who duly stamped it and allowed it to be taken to the minister, because any formal communication with the prisoner has to bear the stamp of the director. Our lawyers took it to the minister, and his office duly acknowledged receipt by stamping a copy that they had duly received it. So we asked our lawyers to send that stamped copy to our comrades back in Uganda. For some time, it passed. Of course, they even had no courtesy, of responding to our issues. So one day we were listening to news, and to Voice of America, their Swahili radio. And there was this Ugandan journalist, I think he was called either Kenneth Wandera or something like that. reading our letter on Voice of America, and many Swahili-speaking Congolese and other nationalities in Ndolo used to follow Swahili news, both on BBC and Voice of America. So in the morning, we were swamped by all these excited prisoners, including the gentleman that had told me that my letter was going nowhere. So they came and said, oh, you people, you can even dare the government, because Kabera's regime was really a murderous regime. And most Congolese, especially those that we had in jail, were always averse to taking on the state in whatever way. So when they saw us, challenging them, on Voice of America, they were really, excited, but also fearing for us. Even the prison warders, I think some of them had followed the news, because I think it was also carried on RFE, the French radio, had also heard about our letter. So they also came, because they were like, hey, you people, you have put Ndolo on the map. It was read on Radio France. But incidentally, almost everybody was wishing us well in our endeavor to take on the state, even the warders, because the warders themselves were always, somehow downcast, having to, superintend over people that have no, access to justice. So they were happy, but they were also fearful. Many of the prisoners and the warders started keeping a safe distance from us, just in case the state could be, closely following us, because we had opted to take them on. Well, our letter ultimately did not yield any fruit, because it took another almost 2 years and a change of government for us to finally be informed what offense we had committed. But at least we also had this inner satisfaction that we were not taking things lying low, and we were even more, determined now to take more robust action against them. And it struck at the heart of the fact that one must never suffer injustice quietly, meekly, even when the odds are stacked against you. Thank you for this episode. Thank you for following. In the next episode, we will see how we carried on the struggle by other means. May God bless you.